Joined now by Mr. Michael Markowski. He's the founder of ShinyPennies.com. Michael, welcome back to the show.
Hey, great to be here again, Don.
You've been talking about people and investors getting out of the big tech stocks, big cap stocks, and looking at smaller penny stocks. Tell us why.
Well, I'm predicting since I've been back in June of 2022. I just for for your audience, I've predicted all of the crashes with my algorithms for the market, media verifiable, since 2007, including the crash of Lehman and Bear Stearns and Merrill Lynch and all of those that caused the great 2008 recession. And I'm now predicting, with my data that I've done my empirical research, I'm predicting a 69% decline for the S&P 500 from the high of January of 2022 to its low. And I also predicted that we would enter into a secular bear market, and we are now in it. We entered it in January of 2022, and that means for the next 8 years, big stocks will go down, will continue to decline. We're in a long-term bear market, secular bear. Now, during these markets, these secular bear markets, you want to own. I have a whole strategy called return of capital strategy. It's available at alphatac.com, which I'll show you something about that in a minute. But the alphatac.com is where this video is available. But the bottom line is one of the ingredients, of a defensive strategy is you want to own low price stocks, okay? Because what happens, low price penny stocks outperform big stocks and actually go up during a secular bear market. So you want to, if you only have your portfolio dedicated to 5% of these low price stocks, you want to go to 20-30%. Okay, now you really want to build a diversified portfolio of these type of stocks, because what happens, it's like Las Vegas. When you lose all your money at the craps table on the way out at the airport, you're putting your nickels and dimes and quarters into the slot machine. You're still gambling, but you've lost all your money at the craps table. So you're going to the you're going to go to the slot machine. It's the same theory here. So but people will be looking for low price stocks, and that typically the smaller companies are the ones that lead the economy out of recessions and depressions anyway. So that's why I recommend that your viewers increase their exposure to these low price stocks that they like, and they're on ones you feature on your show, obviously. And of course, I follow them too at shinypennies.com and also AlphaTac. Now, speaking of AlphaTac, there's a report here. Here it is. This is my most recent report. It's available at AlphaTac. You can see it here right now. It's available at alphatac.com. And this report is about the meltdown of the Silicon Valley Bank is going to cause probably a meltdown of the entire commercial banking infrastructure for small companies and businesses in the United States. And that's going to contribute to the significant decline for the stock market. So if your readers, it's available for free. You can read it at alphatac.com, this report. Now, a company that I particularly like right now that I've recommended to Shiny Pennies about a year ago, okay? The stock here, you can see that the company that I like is SQI Diagnostics. And SQI is basically develops tests for respiratory illnesses. So they have this machine that they just rolled into some Toronto hospitals now that enable the doctors to determine, do you have COVID? Do you have the flu? What is the respiratory illness you have? And what strain of COVID you have? And that's one thing that they have, and they just kicked that off. They had this quarter that they just reported, their first quarter that just ended, as a record revenue first quarter. They also have a test now that has been approved for you to check your COVID antibodies. You can check them from home. And why is that important? Because if you've had COVID or you've had the vaccine, both of those could wear off. And you want to know what your antibody protection. Because if so, if it's worn off, you may decide if you're going to go to a concert to wear a mask, or if you're going to go to church, you wear a mask instead of not. So these are, this company is on the leading edge. They also have transplantable lungs. So this is a company, and the reason why I like it, if you just look at the chart here, right here, SQIDF, you can see the stock traded as high as 38 cents a share last year. It's now trading at 3 cents, which is near its all-time low. So the fundamentals are turning up for this. The stock is down at a ridiculously low price, and it should be aggressively bought here at under 5 cents a share. You should just load the boat with this thing. And I'm going to talk to them about possibly coming on your show as well. This is a great little candidate for your show. I think it can be what I call a 10-bagger. Where you could easily make 10 times or more, maybe 100 times your money on something like this.
Well, that would be wonderful, Michael. Appreciate your advice. Michael Markowski, shinypennies.com. We're out of time, but appreciate you being on the program once again.
Okay, thanks, Don.